Hello, Miriam Slosberg here, and I've got a major Klout update. In fact, there's a few things I want to talk about. The first thing you're probably looking at is, wow, how the heck did you end up with a score of 81? Weren't you just like at 77 not that long ago? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was. In fact, I've been at 77 since November 1st of 2012, and on March 15th of this year, I just creaked up to 78 finally. So, yeah, that was March 15th. However, on March 19th, I shot up to 71, in other words, 81. How did I do that? Okay, how did I go up 3 points? I'll tell you how. This is how. Wikipedia. Right. Now, I knew about this. I knew about having that if you had a Wikipedia page, it would help your score. I knew about that like a long time ago. However, I was just reminded about it again, and I thought to myself, you know what? I've written a couple of books. I've got some pretty good references backing me up. I think I'm going to write up a Wikipedia page. And I did. Yes, that's right. I did. I've written a couple of books. And like I said, I've got references there. So the references of your accomplishments do make the page stick. And voila, I got my Wikipedia page. I hooked it up to Klout, and I went up 3 points as a result. Now, here's the thing with Wikipedia. How do you create one? Okay, well, what have you done? Have you done anything huge? Have you written books? Have you, do you have like a popular radio show? Have you been in plays? Have you done something out of the world or whatever? Do you have references for it? You know, are you known for something? Do you have references? References are important. References, we're talking about good, strong, reputable references. Do you have that? Because if you do, then you can certainly have a Wikipedia page. Definitely. Now, how do you create one? Just write up an article. There's a lot of sources out there on how to format it properly. There's a lot. In fact, even Wikipedia has resources. Just you'll find it. You'll find ways to do it. And once you do, just submit it, and chances are it'll be accepted and it'll stick because, if you've done something and you got references and you format it properly, then there's no reason that it'll be a problem. No reason at all. All right, because I do suggest you go out and get one if you can do it. Then do it. It'll help your score big time. Now the tag pages, that you have on Bing or whatever, well, Bing because, Microsoft invested in Klout. It'll be on Google too. It's not, I don't believe it's really contributing to the score too much right now. Okay? However, why not just have it? It can help you. You never know. One day it might, once it does, it might even bump your score up even more. Now, I want to talk about something else even more significant. A few days ago, a lot of people noticed a big bump in their scores, and they were pleasantly surprised. However, they were also uncertain as to why it was bumped up like that. Now, I'll tell you why. It is recommended to hook up all of your networks if you can. I don't have a blogger yet. I'm going to get one created. I do have a WordPress somewhere. I'm not talking about self-hosted. I got like a WordPress.com blog out there somewhere I should hook up. But if you've got accounts that you can hook up to Klout, then I suggest you do it because you just never know when the activity on a particular account starts to have an impact on your score. You're going to be in for a pleasant surprise. For instance, Instagram. Whatever you're doing on Instagram is affecting your Klout score now. Yes, that's right. That's right. Klout is looking at your Instagram activity. It didn't beforehand, but it is now. And I'll show you. I wasn't using it too much. I really wasn't. But I'm using it a lot more now. See? Klout's looking at your Instagram activity. I also need to be more active on Foursquare, obviously. Now, this is not new news. You know, your Foursquare activity has contributed to your Klout score for quite some time. But Instagram, that's now, I think, going to even have a bigger impact on your Klout score than your Foursquare. I could be wrong on that. That's just what I'm thinking. I don't know. But if you have Instagram and you're active on it, then definitely hook it up to your Klout account, because it's going to have a really good impact on your score. And you know what, even if you don't use Instagram or you don't like it or whatever, don't worry about it too much. I mean, you know, I don't think it'll be a huge increase, but it will help. It'll certainly help. So, you know, just stay active on your other networks and your score will be fine. All right. I also want to talk about something else that a lot of people have been confused about, and I really didn't even think too much about this until recently. You know, sometimes when you're highly engaging and you're very active on your networks and your, you know, activity is very high, and yet you end up with sudden drops in your score. Like, that does happen. And it's like, okay, is there a problem with the system? Is something not connected properly? Now, sometimes that does happen. You do need to check your connections, especially if you're dropping all the time. Yes, that is a good idea to check your connections, because that's not normal either. If you're just dropping like crazy and you're active, I mean, that's not normal either. But sometimes if you have a sudden drop in a day, don't panic yet, okay? And I'll tell you why. My highest peak was 81.22. That's when my Instagram activity was, you know, was shot up my score, and I was actually shocked. You know, I went up like like a third of a point, and that's a lot. That's a lot for you know, the level that I'm at. However, I also went down 0.4 of a point the other day. I was at 81.22. I went down to 82, which is still 81. And the reason for that was, and I kind of was wondering if this would happen. See, here's the thing. Your activity is, like, over a 90-day period is calculated, and that's what calculates your Klout score, like what you do over a 90-day period. What you do beyond 90 days doesn't count anymore towards your score. Now, 3 months ago, over 3 months ago now, I had a big bump in my score due to some high engagement that I really was not aware of. I had something go out, and it was retweeted over 3,000 times. It was a Paperly post, and it really increased my score big time. Now, that actually was contributing to my score over, you know, a 90-day period. However, this was now over 3 months ago, and as a result, that activity is no longer contributing to my score. And because of that, I dropped significantly, and I was wondering if that would happen, but yes, it did. I dropped a lot because that major activity is no longer having an effect on my score. However, you know, don't worry about that. You're going to get ups and downs, ups and downs, and just stay active. You might get some pleasant surprises like I did that time. You'll get more. I know I'll get more. I've already gotten some. So anyway, if you do have a sudden drop because you know, and you're very busy and you're engaging on your networks, that's why. Because if you had something big that was over 90 days ago done, like if you had a lot of engagement over 90 days ago, it's not going to have any effect on your score anymore. So that will explain the drop. But you know what? It's best not to obsess on the score too much, because eventually it all sorts itself out anyway. Just stay active, just be engaging, and just be influential online. Just get out there, and the score will take care of itself. All right. So that basically wraps up the Klout updates, I guess you can say. And have yourselves a great day or night. Take care. Bye.